What's going on, guys? So today we're going to do a deck built around an oceans theme, and with a card I've been wanting to utilize for quite some time now. I just haven't done it. And we did have a newer limited epic card that kind of dropped recently for the oceans meta, so I figured I'd go ahead and do this deck now. I will preface off by saying I don't think this deck is that strong. I'd give it maybe a 6 out of 10. So not a deck that I'm super high on by any means, but I've been wanting to try it out, and this is the card I'm referencing. It's Mazu. I just call it Mazu Oceans, and it says if your deck has 16 or more Oceans and Seas cards, your Oceans and Seas cards, wherever they are, gain plus 20 for 2 turns, and we're going to give them an additional plus 10 if your deck contains Earthquakes. This variant, I chose not to include Earthquakes, so I'm only going to get that plus 20 for 2 turns. And that's because I wanted to run this new card here, Azurite, which says, when played, if your deck has 14 or more Oceans and Seas cards, your Oceans cards, wherever they are, gain plus 17 for 4 turns. So I feel like this is a little bit stronger than just tossing Earthquakes in. And we only are able to have one more card that's not Oceans in the deck because this requires 16 Oceans cards. So with that one slot, I opted for Azurite right there, as you can see. So the rest of the deck, like we said, Oceans theme, we kind of did a little bit of Cephalopod package so we can get some more permanent energy off of Big Fin Reef Squid. So we like this card. It's a real strong card. Get that plus 2 permanent. We also have a little bit more energy here. If we win the turn, we can steal 3 from our opponent via Cuttlefish. And then just Cephalopods in general, pretty strong. So we get Flapjack, which is going to boost them up plus 16. You've got Colossal Squid boosting them plus 18 perm. So pretty good stats there. Rest of the deck, we got buffers from Crystal Red Shrimp for the round. We get that plus 19. Let's see, we get Apple Snail. It's going to get that plus 13 until played for 2 random cards twice. So that's pretty strong. Sea Sheep, going to debuff our opponent a little bit, minus 30. Another buffer from Tidal Wave. They're going to get that plus 25 until played, but they're going to cost 1 more. So that can be a little bit of a pain in this deck sometimes. This is quite of an expensive deck, so probably not the greatest week for it. I would have rather if we had a little bit more energy, but then again, the downside, if there's a little more energy, your opponents are going to be bringing even stronger decks to the table as well. So I don't know how well this deck would hold up. We have the Great Barrier Reef. Your Oceans and Seas cards in hand get that plus 30 this turn, and then your opponent's minus 30 for the round. What else? We got Sally Lightfoot. When played, if you're winning the round, your cards, wherever they are, gain plus 15 for 2 turns. And if you lost the turn, all remaining cards in both players' hands lose 15 until played. So we have Sally for Vampire Crab, which says if your deck has 2 or more crustaceans, which those are the 2, 2 of your opponent's cards, wherever they are, lose 50 until played. So a little more debuff there. We've got Pyra, which says when drawing, your Feisty Fish and Fabulous Fish, wherever they are, cost plus 1 until played, and you lose 10 until this is returned to your deck. And then at the start of each turn, gain plus 20 until played. So basically, we're just going to sit on this card and keep gaining that plus 20 until played and use it as a finisher. Yangtze River, this card gains plus 20 perm, and then our other cards in hand get that plus 10 until played. Third ability we don't care about. And let's see, we got Flying Dutch, real strong card for Oceans. Going to get everything plus 48 on the turn if we're losing. Is that pretty much it? We got a couple others down here. Common Carp. This card loses 10 perm, and your Oceans cards in hand gain 16 until this is returned to your deck. And then we have Orthocana, which says if played next to 2 Oceans and Seas cards, your Oceans and Seas, wherever they are, gain 16 for the round. So that's the deck, guys. Basically, just wanted to try out this card because I've been eyeballing it for quite some time. So, like I said, it's probably not the greatest deck, especially with the way the meta is right now. Got a real strong meta with certain decks out there running amok. So I doubt this deck will be able to compete, but we'll give it a shot. You know, that's what we do around here. I like to test out different deck ideas, different theories, see where different decks fall in the meta, you know. So if anybody's thinking about playing some type of deck around this similar archetype, you can see, you know, before you go and trade up all your cards to try to get it, how this works out, you know. But like I said, I'd expect this to probably win one and lose one. Potentially lose both. We're going to probably play 2 games, so we'll see, though. Maybe I'll get lucky and win both. You never know. As always, though, good time to say, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, guys. We just passed our 800 sub mark. That was pretty cool. So I was pretty excited to see that. So only 200 left, guys, and we're there. We're at the 1,000. Super excited. Get that 1,000 mark. All right, here we go, though. Good draw. We got the crystal red shrimp and big fin right on the rip, so I like to see that. And what do we want to play with it? Maybe some Great Barrier Reef. Get that buff going. Looks like we're up against Paleo, so we're probably not going to get a minus 30 against our opponent. All right, good start for him. 2 cards already beating us with them. Jeez. All right, we're going to get our crystal red buff and that +2 energy that we desperately want. All right, probably need to get Azurite down. I want to start taking advantage of it. What else can we do here? Or maybe we go with... maybe we go here. Maybe we do this instead. Get that buff and then Azurite next turn. Ooh, 400. Yeah, we're in trouble here. Like I said, I don't really expect to win much. This deck is just not meta right now. It's probably C tier at best. All right, he's going to take round 1. Let's see what we can do here, if we can start staging a comeback. We had Dutch. I just didn't really feel like wasting it there. I just didn't think we could make a comeback, so didn't see a reason to play it. Just keep trying to get our buffs online here. Let's get Tidal Wave down. Let's do it like this. If he takes the early lead, maybe we play Dutch next turn. Ooh, he's up by 1. Perfect time for Dutch. I like that. So we had my son's final, basically, party event for the end of the T-ball season. So that was cool. We all met up there and basically there was like events going on where we station to station, basically to try to be like the best of the year type player. So it was kind of cool. See who had like the longest hit in T-ball. I think they did hardest throw and fastest run or something like that. So all the kids basically squared off against each other and see who wins the trophies or the cool little medallions. So obviously my son didn't win anything, but a couple of the guys on my team did. So I had some good players on my team. I think one got like second in the hardest throw. So that was kind of cool. My stud, the guy I thought was going to basically win everything, didn't show up on time to compete. So I was like, dang, of course you'd be late and not get to show off all the talent that I was expecting to see. So that was kind of a bummer. So honestly, I think I had the best team of the year. My kids were really just outplaying, I felt like, the other teams. But it was still fun, you know. Oh, my God, I lost by 8 there? Come on. That's unfortunate. Thought I had that round there. Probably should have played Common Carp instead. I really just thought I had it no matter what. Just didn't bother to play that. But yeah, it was a good end of the season. Still had a bunch of kids not showing up, though, which is kind of surprising. You'd think they'd want their trophies and want to say goodbye to everybody and, congrats, great season type thing. But think we're missing about half our team, which is really surprising. But is what it is. Man, this paleo deck's pretty strong. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of paleo running around lately. I really don't get it. I don't think it's a fun deck to play at all. I don't know why people like it so much. I don't know if it's just easy to win with or what, but this paleo to me is a little boring. All right, not the best. I've got 2 buff cards in hand. I really don't want to play them both right now because I feel like I'll slip behind. So let's just go with one. See if I can kind of hold this lead somewhat. And we're about tied. Oh, we are tied. All right. Do I have to play Papyrra here to win this? Man, I might have to play this to hold out this game because I am a little behind here. I got to win this one, so let's play it. It's a good thing we did. We would have lost. We get that steel 3. That's nice. Opponent's deck putting the work in, though. As expected. I didn't think this deck would be able to stack up much, but it's doing okay. I know Paleo's pretty strong, so I'm not too surprised that I'm, a little behind here. Okay. I was almost hoping to be a little bit behind there just to play Dutch. But maybe we don't even need Dutch. Maybe we can win this round without Dutch. We can have it for the last round. That'd be cool. Kind of thinking we need to play Tidal Wave now. We should have energy now with Big Fin, so I don't think I'll struggle too much now. Let's see. Well, we held the lead. That kind of sucks a little for Dutch. I was really hoping to close it out with that, so now I'm not up very much either. Only up 36, so it's a little risky. Definitely could lose here. See what we draw. Yeah, it was kind of a bad draw, too. So we could be in trouble here. Let's see here. Let's go, what's this buff, 16? I don't think that's going to be enough, so we might have to do this. 374, what's this do? Yeah, he's probably got us here. He needs 400. He probably has that. Ooh, that was a good crab right there. That might have helped us stay in this. Sure did. I think that crab saved us. What are the chances? All right, well, we're holding out. We're trying. What's this last round? It doesn't help him, does it? Nope. Okay. So we got a chance. Not the greatest, but there's a chance. I think we go like this. I want to get this buff for the round. Hopefully he gets a little bit of a lead. Oh, it's kind of a little bit bigger lead than I was hoping he'd get. So, we're quite a ways behind now. Don't know that Dutch can save me there. 180 back. Yeah, this might be it for me. He might have stole it from us. All right, okay, we got a good draw. Some of our heavy hitters here. Okay, it's a good turn. He put up some good numbers, though. I was hoping that would be a bad turn for him. We could really catch up. We caught up, but not. I don't know that it's enough. Maybe that steel 3 really... No, because he's going to still get 28. I was thinking that might help me, but... Yeah, we got a bad draw there too for the last turn. Kind of underwhelming anyway. So I think he's got me. That's probably a better play than Pyra, right? Let me see here. Yeah. I think that's the best I can do. He's probably got this in the bag, so... Oh well, we tried. Like I said, not the greatest deck, but did okay. Made it to round 5. Just that last draw there was just not what we needed. Alright, let's go to game 2, see if we can do a little better. I'd like to get at least one win with this thing. Alright, let's try it again. Let's maybe wait a second, see if we get somebody. I hate matching up against the same person. Always bugs me. Also, this weekend went to a buddy's baby shower / gender reveal party, so that was kind of cool. Got to, I was Team Blue, hoping for the boy, and my wife was also Team Blue. He was Team Pink, so my buddy was hoping to get a girl, and it was funny as they basically, to reveal the gender, we all went outside. And they had these little boxes that had like the kids with like a pull string on it. When you pull the little boxes, all the little whatever color confetti comes out. And so all the kids were the ones pulling them. And it was funny because like you see all the kids over there holding onto the string. And I'm like thinking in my head, one of these kids is going to pull this before everybody's ready. And it's going to just ruin it for everybody. And sure as shit, one kid sitting there and barely pulls on this thing, and it just, boop, all the color comes flying out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, of course. Called that one. And it was blue, and they are having a baby boy. So that was cool. Let's go ahead and get Dutch down. I think we can steal with Cuttlefish maybe here. Want to get that +3. Oh, big turn for him, actually. Never mind. But I ended up kind of just herding the kids in the backyard most of the day. Back there, the kids had me posted up as like the goalie as they were all kicking soccer balls at me. It was a pretty big party, too. There was probably like 50 people there, I'd say. And I'm, back there with the kiddos, just letting them kick balls at me all day. So it was fun. Well, we're losing this, so let's go ahead and just do 2. I don't need to play that third one right now anyway. This deck just feels like it's missing a little something, like it needs a little more oomph, and I just don't have it. There's just no oomph in this deck, I feel like. I've got several little buffers going too, and it just doesn't feel like it's enough. I don't know if just the meta decks are a little bit stronger, obviously, with their buffs, or what, but it just feels like it's missing something. Obviously, I didn't put, all the mythic cards in the world in this. I don't usually like doing that with my decks, so if you guys notice that when I play this game anyway, I typically opt not to do that. This is kind of an awkward hand for me, though. This wants to be next to Oceans. Sally wants to be played not on turn 1. Let's just do that. All right, so he's got a Cyborg Statue of Liberty deck, so that's pretty common place right now. Been seeing a lot of those decks running around. I've got a pretty nice one myself I've been playing with lately. It's a little inflation brew. I call it Evil Cyborg. I think I did a deck on it a long time ago, or video on it a while back, but I still love that deck. It's really strong. Been just dominating this week's. I don't think I've lost with it yet. It's a little inflation deck, just to do some taxing on them. let's do that. I'm going to get that Azurite buff. Yeah, looks like a very, very common build our opponent's running. Pika Sherman. And with the Dutch, so nothing too unique going on over there. Kind of wishing Avid would just go through and really put some nerfs on some of these cards that we see in every single deck. Anything that can just be really slotted into any deck. I feel like some of these, like General Sherman and Pika, some of these could just use a slight nerf, I think. Just so they're not so prevalent. Maybe get some people experimenting a little bit. I feel like we need a little change. Nothing crazy, but just a little something. Let's spice this up. Another awkward situation. Just don't have enough energy here to play 2 cards. So let's just play the crab. Get him out in my hand. Debuff our opponent for the coming rounds. Alright, he's got that one. So we're off to the same start as last game, 0 for 2. So he probably is going to win this. I'm just, something with this deck just, again, seems like it's missing something. I just don't know what. Clearly just missing Jet Car, I think. Car's just too good. Look at that thing. Doing work. Yeah, I think this is going to be a quick 0-3. This deck is just not strong enough. Play his Oceans. Play your Oceans so I can debuff. Alright, I caught us up a little bit. Not enough. Yeah, I think he's got us. Down 188. I just can't put down the power here, I don't think. I think that's going to do it, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed the deck. Like I said, we're trying something a little different. Been wanting to try that card out and see it in action. And as expected, I didn't think it would be great because I hadn't really ever seen it in play. So no shock anyway. But we do it anyway. Like to check them out. Let me know if you guys see a way to make that viable. I don't know if maybe I missed something that I could have done a little differently there, but obviously I could add mythics like Kraken and, cards like that. But just aside from those like mythic cards, is there a way that I could have made this deck viable? I don't see it. I think it's just too weak right now for this meta at least. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. As always, appreciate you guys watching, and have a good day, guys.